Peace, what's going on? This is Kurt and I'm back for another video. The topic of my video today is the divine origins of evil and of ignorance. So today we're going to speak about the divine origins of evil and of ignorance. So before I start, as always, I have to thank everybody that comments, that shares, that likes, that subscribes. Anyone who books a consultation, anyone who sends a donation, I appreciate every last one of you guys. I have two announcements to make. I've been asked for classes, and although I do the dream reading workshop, really, which is me teaching you guys how to tap in your own Akasha, I'm also going to offer a super advanced class on sexual transfiguration and the three sons of sexuality. So I'm going to teach you about the organic, not the orgasmic, the organic, like organ, sexuality, the true subconscious. I'm in the class, I'm going to teach you about the organic sexuality, the true meaning of your subconscious mind. I'm going to give you sexual mantras. I'm going to teach you guys how to separate orgasm from ego to obtain organ. And I'm going to tell you the secrets and the occult purpose of sex and what the orgasmic moment is cosmically. What do you use the orgasm for? The other announcement that I want to make is that I'm going to be offering readings. A lot of people ask me, do I do readings? And honestly, when I'm doing a consultation, when I'm speaking with someone, if stuff is coming through, I do readings. I can read, obviously, but it's not something that I enjoy doing. I'll just be honest with you guys. It is not something that I enjoy doing because I rather teach. I rather share information that allows you to do stuff on your own. But I know, and I have started a partnership with a tremendous clairvoyant reader. The readings that she does are absolutely incredible, insane. And you guys know me, I only offer quality, so I would never offer you guys something if it wasn't the top of the top. So if you guys want readings, I have a reader available. I'm going to put her information in my description box. So I want to speak today about the divine origins of evil and of ignorance, because I feel like sometimes we just have to put things back in their proper context. We just have to understand things for what they are. And the context that we normally get from spirituality is that there is something bigger, higher. There's a hierarchy to which we belong, and we're on the bottom of this hierarchy. I want to make you guys understand that this is false. So your problems, anxieties, insecurities, your life circumstances are your anchors to this reality. Else, not only you would leave your body, but you would burst out the entire plane of I-ness. You are far too powerful to be bound by anything. In fact, it's impossible. So you, as God, you programmed everything in existence, and you told it, when I enter this human experience, forget that I'm your God. Let me repeat this to you. You, as God, as Titan, whatever you want to call it, when you entered this human existence, you told everything. You gave an order. You said, when I enter this human experience, forget that I'm your God. So as long as you see fear and ignorance within me, never obey my commands. What does that mean? It means that evil, demiurgic energies, the man, the enemy, the shadow government, the demons, all are those things that you do to purposely make your heart heavier than a feather. Since everything is you under your control, you had to create things that are not you for the purpose of overcoming them. You're suffering not because you're weak. You suffer because you're far too powerful. It's like Harry Houdini upping the level of difficulty in his stunts and overcoming them. Going through the abyss of human emotions is the price to pay for everlasting glory and bragging rights in this sport we call humanity. So, what I'm saying is that although the favorite mantra in the quote unquote conscious community, in any spiritual community, is forget humanity, forget human attachments, forget this, forget that, you have to realize that it's foolish. It's foolish because you can't, on one hand, say, I'm going to go to school with a certain curriculum, and on the other hand, you go to school and you can't solve the calculus problems, and you're gonna say, fuck school, fuck the books, I'm God, I'm God. It doesn't make sense. Your humanity or your goal, you are already a God. You are so powerful that if you tap into a specific song, a specific feeling, you might just burst out of all of your egos, out of all layers, out of all dimensions. The evil and the ignorance, or the evil people, there's two levels of evil. There is the true cosmic evil. I'm going to explain what the true cosmic evil is to you. Listen, I want to tell you guys, everything that I've learned it from this. Back when I started quote unquote spirituality, I asked myself the question. I was like, how the fuck do I know all of this? And sure enough, my spirit gave me this example. It told me, do you see, as a child, you're playing with Batman. You exist in reality, but you project your mind into Batman. So when you project your mind into Batman, you are now taking on the limitations of a physical body, of an astral body, of an etheric body, of dimensional bodies. But you are the all-knowing and all-seeing. But as the child, I put my mind in an experiment and I'm playing. So me as the child, I represent the absolute. When they talk about the creator, and you cannot see the creator, you are the creator. You are the divine creator. You are the universal prime creator. You are the absolute. But as a child, okay, so this is me, okay? I'm not in the game yet. I am the absolute. When my consciousness says, okay, the game is about to start, then my imagination with no limitations now becomes a dragon. That's why they say the dragon was the first thing to be created. The dragon is the child's imagination that is about to enter the game. So my mind, I'm the absolute. When I start playing the game, I become the dragon. And from the dragon, you get angels. From the angels, you have the gods, you have whatever. And it trickles down all the way to the elements and the elementals and the minerals and all of this. But the absolute and the dragon and the angels, it is you. It is your mind as the child's imagination. But you are just trying to have fun. This is the most fundamental thing you have to understand. You are not weak. You are too powerful. So the true cosmic evil and ignorance is Maya. But this Maya is the only way that you, as a limitless, as an infinite, limitless, whatever words you want to use within the context of the game, you have boundless powers. So as a child, everything that happens in Gotham City, because I am the dragon, I am the absolute, but I'm also the child, I know about it. I am omniscient. I am omnipresent. I am everywhere. But that's no fun. So what am I doing? I'm playing a game against myself. And within this game, I take on specific limitations with the goal in mind to overcome them. Listen, we always hear about the secret societies and how they're so powerful and how they have that much power over you. Let me tell you this, because I was talking about the two types of evil. There is a cosmic evil. This is when you're talking about the evil dragons and the evil demons, but they are not evil in the sense of them being purely evil. They are evil because they have to create limitations for you to become limited, because at any moment, you as the absolute, or you as one of the dragons of creation, you can simply burst out of this reality and you can use your powers however you see fit. So before you enter the game, there has to be certain limitations that are kept and put in place for you to actually accomplish something, for you to actually overcome something. So, give me a second. In Hollywood, who's going to win the Oscar? The actor, when you watch the movie, you were like, wow, I really believe that it was them. They embodied the role so much. Incredible. What an incredible performance. Not the actor that's going to say, this is not real. This is not my life. Anyways, I'm God, or this is not me. This is not me. The point of what we're doing is to immerse yourself in humanity. Not to, I understand when we say, let go of humanity. Yes, let go of all the bullshit that's happening outside of yourself. But all your insecurities, all your flaws, all your fears, it is an opportunity for you to overcome something, for you to master something, for you to solve an equation, for you to solve a mystery. What makes this human condition so difficult? Why are humans so insecure? Why, in the context of having a limited human experience, do we feel this? Do we feel that? And this is what you're here precisely to discover. It's like the king of Zamunda going to Queens. Do you think he says, oh, fuck Queens, I'm from Zamunda, I'm from Zamunda? No, he fucking embraced the broom. He fucking embraced working at Whack Arnold's, if that was a name. Why? Because he was doing something for himself. He was discovering something new. He was creating something new. That's what you niggas don't realize. How the fuck you gonna go back to where you come from with the same old shit niggas has figured out already? There's nothing new. Light? Let me be more precise. The currency is not only light. The currency is new light. The currency is new understanding. The currency is breaking through new levels of the human psyche, of this hell state. So your purpose is not to be God. You fucking already are God. The floor of what you are, not the ceiling, because you're the absolute. The floor of what you are is being a God. But now there's a difference. There's self-realized gods, and then there's just gods. Because as I take on the role of Batman, I go to the depths of hell, and Batman, Capricorn, Saturn, time, limitation. That's an incarnation. But some kids who take on they're playing with their action figure, they could decide, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna stay at the dragon level. I'm gonna be a cosmic being. And another might be like, you know what? I'm gonna go at the angelic level, or I'm gonna go at the demonic level. I'm never gonna go down. But either way, you are all those things. You can go at any level you want. But if you chose to be here, what the fuck you say, I wanna die, I don't wanna come back? What does when you say you die and you don't want to come back, what are you really saying? What are you really saying when you're saying I want? It's like it's almost like you're praying. It's almost like you fear. It's almost like you believe someone or something, and that's something Panic already mentioned. It's almost as if you believe someone or something actually has power over you and can keep you here. As if there's a hierarchy and you're on the bottom of this hierarchy. Look, from dealing with the Titans, from dealing personally with the telepathic deities, from dealing with these angelic energies directly myself, these niggas fuck with the new light. So when we say they don't like your humanity, it's not that they don't like your humanity as such. They don't like the unsolved humanity. What the fuck are you doing here if you're not actually doing some real work? That's what they don't like. Because what the fuck is the point of you going back to where you come from with shit niggas already solved? And if humanity was such trash, why are there so many humans still? Because humanity gives us a chance as divine beings, as chaotic beings, to actualize what we are potentially. Because as a child, I go into the game, this is my cosmic imagination, which takes the form of a dragon. Everything is mine, so there's no resistance. But what is the cosmic evil and the cosmic source of all ignorance? It is this cosmic resistance. Some of us in our functions are here to be a resistance. So even if you see the enemy, I'm not saying that from what you call it, from one day to the other, you're just gonna become everything is good. They're part of the cosmic evil. They won't hurt me. No, they will hurt you. But that's because how the fuck are you supposed to make something or someone that is all powerful powerless? You gotta create an enemy. You gotta create a confrontation. You gotta create something. There has to be something on the line, because how would the game bring the best out of you when you are the owner of everything? Everything is yours. You do not want for anything. I'm telling you, at the level, not even at the highest level of yourself, just at a realer level of yourself, you don't want anything, you don't desire anything, you don't need anything. You have absolutely everything. And because we have absolutely everything, because we are everything, because we can take any form that we wish, the only thing we like to do is to play, to have fun, to discover, to overcome. But the only one you're really playing within all those manifestations is yourself. So the other type of evil that is not the cosmic evil, it's just the circumstantial evil. Oh, he robbed something, or she did this, or he did that. But even that's such a low level of evil compared to the brilliant, the cosmic, and the purposeful evil, which is to create a limitation for you to have an experience. So that means that as a being, as yourself, it is literally just being human, just the fact that the illusion of humanity can last, let's say if we're going to call it 50 years, 100 years, 80 years, in your case, depending on how much you live. That's a miracle in itself. That is so astounding. How the fuck does a dragon, how the fuck does the absolute become a human? This in itself is the most profound thing you have to understand. But they don't teach us from that perspective. They teach us from the perspective that we have to, you have to break the cycle of reincarnation and you don't want to come back. Why do you think people come back here? Why do you think they repopulate here? What's so special about this dimension? And trust me, there's multiverses, there's omniverses, but this specific place allows you to get a specific experience. You know, it's like you're a celebrity, it's like you're famous, but you just want to be treated normally. You come here because you want to be treated normally. You want to be treated as a nobody. That's why you take on the role of a nobody, because you want to earn something. And you don't have to earn it because you have to earn it. You want to have to earn it because it's fun. That's what the majority of us miss about this entire spirituality life thing. We're here because it's fun. We're having fun. And now, all those that are very emotional, all those that are very stuck in their emotions are going to say, oh, you think it's fun when this happens to this type of people, and this is happening in the world, and these are I get it. I get it. But those things are the only ways for us to actually believe in this high, this cosmic high. You see, when you take mushrooms, you get a high. When you take ayahuasca, you get a high. This high of humanity, this high that we call our humanity, was caused by the 9 months in the triple darkness of the mother's womb. Let me give you guys another secret. Why do we always talk about, in my past life I was this, in my past life I was that? What the fuck were you doing before you were quote unquote born? And this is something that they never teach you when it comes to shadow work. The real shadow work is extracting your consciousness from your mother's womb. The majority of people are born in their sun sign, but the rest of your consciousness is still lingering within the mother's womb, within the triple darkness. So the real shadow work is to extract your consciousness from your mother's womb. But there's a verse in the Bible that speaks about that. I think that the verse was, and the light shined in the darkness, but the darkness did not realize it or did not understand the light. What does that mean? I'm giving you guys major secrets, because I feel like the secrecy, obviously you can't say everything because everyone is not at a certain level, but like, come on, like all this bullshit. We're doing shallow shadow work. The shadow work we're thought about is bullshit. The real shadow work, or the real duat, is taking your consciousness out of your mother's womb. But what happens is that the darkness, which is the mother's womb, does not recognize the light. Who the fuck is the light? The light is you when you start reawakening, when you quote unquote become conscious. So because the darkness of the mother's womb does not recognize you and your light as a conscious being, when you start, because remember, as a being in your mother's womb, you become one with her. You were one with her in the womb. You guys had a relationship. You had a bond. You were one with her darkness. She never saw your face, but she knew you. She loved you. She nourished you. She nurtured you. And now all of a sudden, you, the real you, remember, she never saw your face. So whatever image she had or whatever feeling she had about you is not the same feeling she has about the child that's going to be on the outside. And that's why the darkness does not recognize the light. So automatically, I'm going to tell you guys, your mother will attack you. Because when you wake up, you're not waking up only, you're taking away her child. You're taking away this being that was one with her. And she wants to know, who the fuck is coming to take my child away from me? Because what? She doesn't recognize you. So there's certain mystical things that you have to do with your mother in order to tell her darkness and all the forces that constitute her darkness. Hey mom, tell the darkness that this is my son, such and such and such. And once your mom goes through that process, while the darkness that was trying to attack you because they didn't recognize you, because they thought you were trying to steal her child, now they back off. That's only one of the phases of the real shadow work within the mother's womb. The shadow work on the outside, on your humanity, on your experiences, on your memories, that's the second level. But to really tap in to the mystery school level, to the adept level shadow work, you have to elevate your mother. Because her darkness will go to war with you. And not only you have to elevate your mother, but you also have to elevate your grandmother. So ancestral work is not something that is easy, meaning it's not something that is trivial, pardon me, not easy. It's not something that is trivial. You must honor your mother's womb, and you must honor your mother's womb, because that creates light within the darkness. A lot of people are still stuck in their mother's womb's darkness, and they don't even know it. What do you think those 9 months of darkness will do to the consciousness? In Greek mythology, they personified that with the river of forgetfulness that is called the river of Lethe. So yes, I gave you guys a big secret so you guys can tap in and take your shadow work to the next level. Because there's a lot of beings you read about in mythology and certain magical systems. There's certain shadow beings. They are shadow beings from the realm of within your mother's womb. So if you go back to the movie The Matrix, I'm giving you a clue about what you're actually seeing when you're seeing the world of machines in the Matrix. So now let me get back to my topic. So the topic at hand is that you are too powerful. You are too powerful. No one, nothing can bound you. The only way they can bound you is because you agree to certain limitations to be able to overcome certain feelings, certain sensations, certain traumas. So I agree 100%. Let go of your humanity in the sense of don't fucking worry about what's going out there, but focus on yourself. Focus on solving your own insecurities, your own flaws. That's why if somebody tells me, I don't get it, you're at this level of consciousness, but you get angry. I'm like, what if my anger, if I have anger, for example, my anger is a result or a component of my equation. If I just sit there and say, I will not be angry, I will not be angry, what the fuck did I solve? I didn't solve shit. But overcoming anger. Why do you think that every deity is connected with a specific psychological trait? I.e., this God, he is the God of peace. But he can only be the God of peace because he was a human, or he was a consciousness that overcame peace fully. He didn't hypnotize himself. He didn't drug himself with some fucking mantras to say, I am not angry. I am not that. That's not work. This is not what we're doing here. We are scientists. We're trying to figure this shit out. We're not trying to numb ourselves. We're not trying to mantra ourselves, affirmation ourselves through certain situations of life. No. You got an insecurity. Face it. You're mad, accept your anger. You're bitter, accept your bitterness. It is your mathematical formula. There's hundreds and hundreds of beings that are fighting with your own power just for you to be able to maintain the illusion of being a human. Let me repeat, because we always think that the forces of evil or the forces of quote unquote darkness are so powerful. No, just for you to be here, because you are so powerful, there's hundreds of beings that are keeping you locked. Listen to the irony. There's hundreds of beings that are keeping you locked here, but they're working for you. And they are the ones we call the cosmic evil. But the real evil, do you know who the real evil one is? The real evil one, or the human evil, I would call it, is the one that makes you believe everything is fine. There's nothing to work towards. You're already a god. You're perfect. Let go of your humanity. Namaste, and it's all good. Where's the work? Where's the progress? That's why we don't go for nirvana. Nirvana is your Nirvana is literally your basic condition. We're not looking for nirvana. Nirvana, we're born in nirvana. Nirvana is our basic condition. We're not looking to escape to nirvana. We're looking to figure this shit out to the last component. You want to be a self-realized God. You're already a God, but now we want to be a self-realized God. That's the difference. That's what we're doing here. But to be able to understand that, you must understand how powerful you are and how absolute you are, and how it is impossible for anything or for anyone to keep you stuck, for anyone to keep you trapped. You cannot be trapped. You cannot be trapped. You choose to do this. You choose to go through this. You wrote that formula for you. You, at every step of your journey, you put blind angles. Why do you think you go through 9 months of darkness? You go through 9 months of darkness to separate yourself from your real self that knows all, sees all, controls all, pardon me. It's a big ass game. It's a game. So even the Christian, as a society, even the most, what we consider the ignorant, even the ignorant, they are priceless.